that guitar comes in.
Yeah.
And the heavy drums.
Yeah, like that is a very rock grind in the vocals or something. You know what I mean?
From a horror film where you're like, oh, she's
Right.
so pretty and innocent looking, and then she does that like wicked smile. Hey K-pop fans, welcome back to K-CordGirls. Welcome if you're new. I am Free.
Mer.
And today we have a much requested, suggested, recommended group, Dreamcatcher. And I believe this was their latest video song, Because. So yeah, we've had quite a few people go, oh, you like harder hitting songs. Oh, you like the rock vibe. Oh, you like the horror aesthetic. You should watch Dreamcatcher.
Right.
And this like goes all the way back to when we first watched either Pink Fantasy or Pixie. It might have even been both. Yeah.
It could have been, yeah.
So it's been a while that people are going, you should watch Dreamcatcher. And
right? Yeah.
Stuff kept happening.
Right.
Even on not yesterday's One Wee video, but our first one, they were like, oh, you guys like rock music and K-pop? You should watch Dreamcatcher.
Right.
There was like a few people that said it, and I was like, we are very, very soon, I promise. But one was like, oh, you're gonna watch it really soon? Let me give you a few tips. And they listed out some facts about Dreamcatcher, some interesting stuff. They mentioned, I don't know whose name it was, I'll have to post it somewhere, but they're like, oh, yes, so-and-so's voice is really that deep. And so many other things they put on there. But thank you for that, the enthusiasm and the information. It'll be a lot easier to go back and go through all of that after watching the video, because this is our first time ever reacting to Dreamcatcher. And they even broke down the storylines. They're like, they have multiple storylines, and if you want to watch them in order, then it's this, and this, or it's this, and this. But maybe after this, if we decide to watch more, we'll know where to start. So thank you.
Yeah.
But yeah, and before we jump into this, if you like this video, go ahead and hit the like button, subscribe for more, and what else, Mer?
Hit that bell.
And we're gonna watch Dreamcatcher's Because. Sorry, I'm just kind of like taking it all in.
Right.
Oh. Oh, I like that.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Some rapping in here, hey.
Yeah.
When that guitar comes in.
Yeah.
And the heavy drums.
Yeah.
And then it goes into like more of like a beat rather than like instrumental.
Right.
I love all their hairstyles too. The little clock sound. The ticking of the clock.
Ooh, I like that scene.
Yeah. Dance break. I wasn't expecting that. Well, semi-dance break.
Right.
Little evil smile.
Right. I like how it ended with like
the
a music
laugh.
box.
Yes, and then did you hear the laugh?
No, I missed the laugh.
Hold on. I'll see if I can go back real quick. Just like a few seconds. Right after the music box.
Oh, yeah,
Right?
I caught it that time.
Alrighty. Huh. So. Mer? I'm gonna pass it to you first.
I do really like the horror aesthetic about it. There's a lot of creep factor that I really liked. Like there was the carnival, kind of the decrepit carnival, and the Snow White, but I even got some Alice in Wonderland type vibes to it, you know?
Yeah.
And yeah.
And then like the hotel. I feel like we've seen there's like a lot of like haunted hotels in different like movies and stuff like that. So that was really cool too.
Yeah.
Their sound is very unique. When people told us if you like K-pop mixed with a rock sound, I'm not gonna lie, I was expecting kind of another version of Pink Fantasy.
Like their Poison.
Yeah. I was expecting something more along that lines. This is really unique because I feel like they took it a step further because it has that heavy rock sound, especially leading up to the chorus where you get the guitar and the heavy drums in there. But then as soon as the chorus drops, it almost goes into a more K-pop like beat. But still holding on to that same kind of vibe as the rock sound too. It's different. It's really different.
It is.
I feel like they really made this kind of their own as far as blending rock with K-pop. I really enjoyed it. I feel like this is almost like best of both worlds in a way.
Yeah, and I don't think it was just the instruments either. I don't think it was just the introduction of like the guitar, because there was a couple of times within the vocals I was like, that is a very rock grind in the vocals or something. You know what I mean? But kind of, there's a very rock sound in the vocals every so often, but then there was also a very K-pop-y sound too. So I think they blended really well. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was really impressive.
And the way they blended it, like I said, is just so different. Because, like, Pink Fantasy went very hard rock with theirs, I think. Mm-hmm. Yes, it was blended with K-pop. But I feel like if we had to put it on a scale, it would have been more rock than K-pop. As far as, like, Pink Fantasy's Poison goes, anyway. Whereas this, I feel like it was, like, it's even. It's, like, perfectly even between the two. But I know what you mean about the vocals. There was a part, I want to say towards the end, towards one of the smaller breakdowns, where it almost reminded me, not necessarily of like Screamo or Growl, but it was that kind of like raised voice, sort of.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know what you're talking about.
The girl
it
in the mirror.
Complete scream. Yeah. It wasn't complete scream, but it was almost there. A very rock feel to it. It was, yep.
I enjoyed it. I liked it a lot. I want to watch more from them.
Me too.
I'm ready to jump on this bandwagon. And once again, I feel like this is one of those times where I'm like, we should have listened to all those requests sooner.
Right?
But
of course, it's not that we didn't want to.
Yeah.
It was on the list for a very long time. We kept trying, but there was just so many new releases that it was just like, this is the one that's getting pushed, unfortunately. But yeah.
And yeah, I mean, I'm ready to check out more from them. I want to hear more. Their style is really cool too. I loved that their outfits were really cool looking, but their hairstyles were really cool too. Like the almost like double bun braids. I feel like the blonde and the redhead both did that. That were really, really pretty. And I gotta give them props on their acting, because they pulled off that sweet but creepy vibe very well. Where it's almost reminds me of like one of those sweet girls from a horror film, where you're like, oh, she's so pretty and innocent looking, and then she does that like wicked smile, and you're like, oh no, she's the bad guy.
Right? Yeah. Or as they're beautifully flawless, but like dolls, like beautiful
porcelain dolls.
Yeah.
Porcelain dolls.
Right.
Sorry, porcelain dolls can be creepy as all heck.
Yeah.
Yep. But yeah, I mean, we're gonna have to add more to their list. I will have to sit down and look at that breakdown that someone had left us of those different storylines, so that way when we do check out the next one, we'll be prepared to start at the beginning of one of these storylines and follow it through.
Yeah, that would be fun.
Yeah, I like finding, I like that we found another girl group to check out, and one that's so unique, and kind of like right up our alley. And I will say, I also really loved how they incorporated rapping into it as well, because that is just like an added bonus.
Yeah, I do love when a girl group raps. So, yeah.
But yeah, we'll go ahead and wrap this one up. Thank you all for the suggestions, the recommendations. Check out Dreamcatcher. We apologize once again for it taking us so long. We will try our best to squeeze in another Dreamcatcher as soon as we possibly can. We do kind of have a packed schedule for the next few weeks, but we will definitely try to squeeze in more of them soon.
Yeah.
And we'll go ahead and let y'all go, and we will see you all in our next video.